back, nail crew. I have some new goodies from Model What? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right, so I had to take everything out the package, and this is what I have. So I have some monomer, some acrylic powder, a base coat, top coat, and matte coat, and then a brush, an acrylic brush. First of all, I didn't even know they sold acrylic powder, let alone acrylic brushes. So I'm excited to play with that. So I have Miss Tuesday here. I'm going to go ahead and set her up. The tips that I'm putting in her right now are also from, you guessed it, Model Ones. So today is just going to be a Model Ones day. Let's just do a whole Model Ones day. Let's just try to accomplish that. So I put the tips in her, and now I'm going to show you guys how I put my forms on. I did show you this before, so for many of you it's not new, but for the new people who keep asking, what are those white stickers? Someone said, what are those white things under her nails? That's how I do the form so that the nails don't slide off. So you can't do this on a real person, obviously. You can't do it like this for real. But for the silicone hands, sometimes the forms slide off before you even finish the nail, and it just makes you frustrated. So I started doing it this way, and they stay on. You have no issues. And yeah, ever since I started doing it like this, I've had zero problems. But prior to me doing my forms like this, I thought that I couldn't build a nail on a form. Like, I thought I was doing something wrong, but it turns out I wasn't doing anything wrong. The form was just not sticking because of the material. So that's all I do. And I want to show you guys another way. So instead of sticking this sticker up so that it's like the white part showing, you could turn it around, and I guess that looks a little bit better, right? It looks a little bit better than with the white part showing. So just like that. Now, I encourage you guys to try it both ways. So flip the white part up and see if that's sticky enough to keep the forms on for you, and then try it facing down on a couple nails and see which one works out better. Aesthetically, the blue one looks better. The blue part facing up looks better than the white. So I might do it like that from now on. Okay, so here is the monomer. I like the top. I like that it has like a little spill-proof top. I gave it a little whiff. It smells strong. I gotta say, it does have like a strong monomer odor. I put a little bit in my dapping dish. Put a little more because I was being a little selfish, but I put a little bit in my dapping dish. I love the container. I love the bottle. Oh my gosh, the bottle is just the cutest. It looks like a deodorant bottle, right? It looks just like a little deodorant bottle. It is the cutest thing. And it is a 4-ounce bottle, in case anyone is wondering. Now, here's the acrylic powder. Equally as cute, equally as adorable, and you get a lot. This is a lot of powder, guys, and it is also a 4-ounce container. So we have 4 ounces of monomer and 4 ounces of the acrylic powder. Now, I did not crimp this brush yet. I'm using this brush as is, straight out the package, but you guys know I like a good crimped brush. So I will crimp this brush in the future, but for today, I'm going to use it just as it is. Now, just take a look at all the little detail, like all these little glitter flakes in here. Freaking adorable. If I like this brush, I'm going to go back on their website and see if they have it in a larger size. This one is a size 8. But I like 12s, 14, 16. Like, I like a large brush. For beginners though, this is a good beginner size brush. So let's just go ahead and test the acrylic powder. I already told you guys, whenever you work with a new powder, or if it's the first acrylic set of the morning, you want to test it out. You want to test it on your paper towel and see what's happening before you put it on the nail. So oh, do you see that bead? Okay. All right, well, I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. The bead was large. For such a small brush, it picked up a large bead, and I was not ready for that. So in the beginning, I told you guys that I like a large brush. The purpose for me liking a large brush is because I like to pick up large beads, and I do have smaller brushes, and with my smaller brushes, I don't get larger beads. I have a small brush, I get smaller beads. Like, duh, right? That just makes sense. But I just collected the largest bead of life right now with this size 8 brush. So I don't know if that was just a fluke or what. We'll see as the rest of the nails go on what's happening. That bead was just so big. All right, so what I'm doing right now is just creating a tip. So basically that's all I'm doing, and I've done this in my last 3 sets, I want to say. So it shouldn't be new to most of you. And I'm going to try to keep it in real time so you can see exactly how long it takes for this acrylic to dry. You can see if it's lumpy or bumpy or any of that. I just want to keep it in real time for you guys because this is a review. So right off the bat, I could tell you that it does not dry too quickly. It's a medium to slow drying acrylic. So I would say drying speed, let's say it dries kind of like eNail Couture. You know how eNail Couture takes a while to dry so you can really play with it and mold it? That's kind of like what this one feels like. But then it also feels kind of like Mia Secret in a way. It kind of feels like Mia Secret, and then it kind of reminds me of eNail Couture as well. So somewhere in the realm of those two acrylics is what I'm getting from this Model Ones. So let me go ahead and do another nail for you guys in real time. Now, as you can tell, guys, I made this bead way too wet and it was oozing down the side of the form, but I was quick enough to just pick it up and bring it back to the center just like that. No problems. And that will happen. You're going to have beads that are way too wet. You're going to have beads that are way too dry. You just have to learn how to adapt and not freak out. And that is definitely going to happen when you're working with a new product and you don't know the drying speed and you don't know the consistency of the product yet. You're going to have to work with it. So me having a bead that's a little bit too wet here, I'm not surprised. That does happen to me a lot whenever I'm working with a new product and I put too much monomer in my brush. It's literally always a learning curve when you're using a new product, guys. You're gonna have some trial and error, and that's okay. So going forward, I know that I have to either A, pick up less monomer when I'm working with this acrylic powder, pick up less monomer, or just drain the monomer out of my brush. So other than that, though, it's going on nice. I have no issues. I am pleasantly surprised. I still have a lot of playtime with this acrylic set. Like, look, I'm still playing with it. Like, it's still not dry, it's still not set. I'm still able to pat it in place. I mean, come on, Model Ones, come on. All right, so I did the middle finger off camera, and here we go to the pointer finger. I just want to speed this video along because I have some nail art to do, and now I'm draining it. You see? You see, I learned my lesson. I drained it this time. Okay, let's go. So I have it on the nail now, and look, it's not running down the side of the form because, I learned my lesson, y'all. I learned my lesson. So now I'm just building the tip just like I did for the other nails. And all you do is push up the side, fix the middle. Push up the side, fix the middle. Do I need to put some lyrics and a beat behind that? Push up the side, fix the middle. Push up the side, fix the middle. Push up the side, fix the middle. Okay, so every time y'all working with y'all forms, whatever you're working with the forms, I need you to sing that song in your head and you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Push up the side, fix the middle. That's all you gotta do. Right side, left side, middle. Right side, left side, middle. And you just pat it in place. Especially when you have a monomer and polymer set that you can actually play with, that dries relatively slow, then you're good to go as a beginner. Now, as you get better and more proficient, well then, hey, you do what you want to do. You get a fast setting acrylic set and you'll be fine. All right, let's listen. You see that? So the high click sound that you heard on the pinky lets you know that that was completely dry. The other ones were not completely dry, so I let them sit for about 2-3 minutes. They're dried, and now I'm pulling off the forms. If they're not dry, when you go to pull off the forms, the form won't come off, and if it does, sometimes the nail will just break, like right down the middle. It'll break and come off. So you want to make sure that the nail is completely dry before you remove the form. And you'll know that it's dry because you'll hear the click sound, number one. But number two, when you pinch the form like I'm doing, it should just separate from the nail. And this is what it looks like. So I still have to build the nail. All I did was build tips. That's it. That's all I did. So the advantage or the pro, I would say, a pro to building tips with a form as opposed to gluing on a tip is that you don't have to worry about sizes. Oh my gosh, I hate sifting through my tips to try to find a size. I hate that. And then sometimes you can't find the perfect size for your client, and now you have to like cut and trim and make it, and it's just way too much headache. And then, oh, let's not even forget, you got to get the glue, you got to put the glue on, you got to wait for the glue to dry, and then all that is like time. That's time. And then, let's not even forget, after you glue the tips on, then you still have to shape it and file it, like do all the pre-filing, and I just don't have time for that. I'm already slow enough as it is. I don't have time for that. So for me, making a tip custom to the person with the form is quicker. It's quicker for me. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's quicker. So I build a nail on the form, and then I go from there. And I just like it like that, guys. I just prefer it like that. I don't have to worry about no glue drying. I don't have to worry about size and tips. Oh, Lord. So that's just how I like to do it. Let me know what you guys prefer. Do you prefer forms? Do you prefer tips? And then let me know why. I want to know what you prefer, and I want to know why you prefer that. All right, so here I am now building the nail, and I've learned my lesson. As you can see, like I got these beads together. I got the beads together. They're not dripping anymore. I know what to do, okay? I know what to do. You got to drain the brush here and then just pat. Literally, I'm patting kind of like polygel, to be honest. Just patting that thing in place just like polygel. So you kind of pat, and then when you feel like it's starting to dry, then you go ahead and brush it down. So it's like a pat, pat, feather, pat, pat, feather. Do I need to make a song? Do we need a song? Pat, pat, feather, pat, pat, feather, pat, pat, feather. A pat, pat, feather, pat, pat, feather, pat, pat, feather. One more time. Pat, pat, feather, pat, pat, feather, pat, pat, feather. Okay. All right. See, that's all you gotta do. Oh man, I ain't gonna sing nothing else. That's it. That's it. No more songs. All right. So for the sake of time, because we still got to do some art, we still got to do my Halloween art. So I'm just going to show you guys how I file, and I would just do one nail, this little pinky. So I'm going to file, and basically I do the sides and then the edge, the free edge, just like, and it's not really a lot to file really, but that's how I do. I do the side, and then I do the free edge. And that's it. That's it as far as the hand file. Then you're going to grab your eFile and this drill bit. Ooh, what was I doing with that drill bit? Oh, I was taking my niece's nails off. I was like, why do I have that carbide drill bit there? So yeah, I was taking off someone's acrylic. But for this, I don't need something that harsh. So this ceramic drill bit will be just fine. And then the drill that I'm using is this Nat Plus drill, y'all. And I believe that Nat Plus is also a sister company to Mondelones. And I say that because I got a box that came from them. And inside the box had a whole bunch of good things. I don't want to tell you guys about it because I will have to do a video on it. But I had a whole bunch of good stuff in the box. And then also something else in the box said Nat Plus on it. So I think they're like sisters or cousins or something. So I have to use this drill for this video because this is a Mondelones video. So I was like, I got to pull out my Nat Plus drill, y'all. So that's the one that I'm using. As far as the drill bit, in case anyone wants to know why I'm using this cone-shaped drill bit, well, darling, all my other ones, like the usual ones that I use, are over there in Barbicide being cleaned. So I have no choice. Okay, this is not like my favorite drill bit, but you know, it was convenient. It was right there. And I didn't want to wash the other ones off at the moment. So, you know, because I'm being lazy, this is what you get. Okay. Now it's working. It's working just fine. It's just not my favorite drill bit. So basically that is how I file the nail. I file the sides and the tip with my hand file. And then I go on top with my eFile and smooth it all out. Once you're done, you grab your little buffing block and you just buff your little heart out. Buffity buff, buffity buff, 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 buff. That's all you got to do. All right. So I did that to all the nails. Now I just had to add this clip in here because, honeys, you saw the thumbnail. You already know what time it is. This nail look is inspired by the one and only Nicki Minaj. Like, we have the same name. Like, it was only a matter of time before I drew inspiration from her. Okay? Now look at this dress, y'all. Freaking awesome. So here's a close-up of her and those nails, darling. And those nails, darling. So I have some Model 1 black and red polish. And we're just going to use these colors to recreate her look. All right, so the polish is from Model 1s, but these little embellishments are from YAYOGE. I did a whole video on these before, and I just had to use them for this look, guys. I had to use them. Oh my gosh. All right, so everything in this video so far is from Model 1s, except for those little fun trinket type things, because I don't have any from Model 1, so yeah, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so what I'm going to do right now, so the tip of Nicki's nails are red. Like she just slapped somebody in the face and they started bleeding, honey. So I'm doing the tips of these nails red, obviously, because, hello, the look is inspired. And then the base of the nail is black. So, hello, we're going to recreate that. And so I'm just, this is just easy. Like, this is just, put the red on. Put the black on, and then, yeah. Doesn't it look gorgeous? Isn't it pretty? Psych! Y'all know it looks horrible. It looks like a hot mess. But now we're going to take our fan brush. Fan brush is also from YAYOGE. We're going to take this fan brush, y'all, and we are just going to blend, honey. Look at that spider. Y'all was scared. I scared y'all. I know. How many of y'all jumped when you saw the spider? It kind of got me too. I can't even fret. So anyway, we're going to take this fan brush and we're just going to fan, blend, blend. That's all we're going to do with this fan brush. So I do have coupon codes, guys, to everything that I have used thus far. I have a coupon code. Even this lamp, I got a coupon code for you. So you're welcome. All right. So who remembers these decals? They're also from YAYOGE. And I used the black ones when I did Muffin's Halloween set. Check that out. Link will be below. So I did the black ones for her set. So this set, we got to use the gold, right? We got to mix it up. So I went on top of the middle finger with the star glue from YAYOGE, right? And so Miss Nicki Minaj had a cross on her nails. So with that being said, we have to put a cross on. Now, these nails aren't going to be like a replica of what she had. I don't want to recreate like the exact same look. I'm just inspired by her look. So this is an inspired look, not like a replica, because I think mine's are going to be hotter. No shade. So anyway, I put the little cross on her fingernail because Nicki had a cross. Now I am using the Model 1's base coat, and I'm going to use the base coat to hold on my bling. Real life, y'all, I'm not using base coat to hold on bling. Like, that's not going to work. Base coat is not strong enough to keep your bling on more than like an hour. So if this was a real person, I would either use glue, I could use polygel, or I would use like my little concoction. I do have a video on how I make my bling gel. I would use something like that. But for the purpose of my pretend hand here, Tuesday, for the purpose of Tuesday, I could hold it with base coat and she'll be fine. So I don't really know what or how I want to rearrange my bling right now. So I just kind of threw it on the nail and then I kind of move it around and then I kind of get an idea in my head and then I'm like, okay, bam, that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? So I put it on the nail and then I get a vision of how I want it to be. And then, yes. And then, then I could breathe. Yes. Okay. So that's pretty much what I did. I just kind of moved it all over the place until it was something that I was like, I bet I like this. I'll actually wear that. That's dope. That is dope. So let's go ahead and lock it in place. Let's lock it in place before it slides off. All right, so I went ahead and cured that for 30 seconds, and let's move on to the ring finger. So Nicki Minaj is known for like being big and flashy and like just beautiful. So I want a nice flashy ring finger. So I have a lot of cool, like, that's pretty cool too, but I don't like the white in it. I think the white will throw it off. So Nicki approves. Nicki says she approves of this one. It's gold. It matches the gold in the other finger. And the black matches the black. So I think this is perfect. That's really, really pretty. All right. So it's heavy and it's kind of like sliding. It's sliding. It's sliding. So I'm going to lock it in place. I think I have to lock it in place before I put the other stones on. If I don't, then I'm going to be fighting and wrestling with it all day. And it's just going to get on my nerves. So let's go ahead and lock it in place. Good like 15, 20 seconds to get that to hold. And then here we go. So now let's add more base coat. More base coat so that we could stick on the gold bling. Now these gold blings, guys, I got from Amazon. Link to everything I use will be in my description box below. But I want to tell you guys something about this bling. I love it. The color is pretty, but it fades. So if you don't want the gold to fade, you have to go on top of it with top coat. You just have to. And I recommend doing like maybe 2 coats. If you don't, when your client comes back, these are going to be like almost like a silver color, because that happened to me. Like I did a client's nails and she was like so happy. And then when she came back, they was like silver. I was like, what? She wasn't really upset about it or anything, but I was like, damn, I wish I would have known that. So I'm just want to get you guys, like, give you guys a heads up so you know, seal it in with a lot of top coat and you should be fine. All right, so here we go for the thumb. I definitely have to do another cross because Nicki had a cross on her nails and we're trying to be like Nicki today. So here we are, another cross. And it is like sliding, guys. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. It's so hard because it won't stay in place. This is a good time to use glue because you would just put it on and the glue would dry and you'll be on with it. You'll just be on with it. Yeah, I should have used glue. I just should have used glue, but you know, whatever. It's done. The nails are done. All right, so now let's use the Modelones top coat. So I have it in glossy and I have it in matte. So I'm going to do matte for the 2 non-blinged nails. Yeah, I think that'd be cute. I'm not a matte girl. I say this all the time. I like shiny. I like shiny, people. But you know what? There's a time and a place for matte. And if anything, I feel like Halloween is a time for matte. So I'm going to do 2 matte fingers and then the rest shiny. And this shiny is shiny. Like, it is shiny. And it's thick and it's creamy. And you know that base coat smells really good. I forgot to mention it. I think I said that before in a previous video. Their base coat smells good. I don't know what they put in it, but it's yummy. All right, so this is what the nails look like. That thumb is popping. Okay, what do y'all think? Y'all think Nicki would approve? Nicki says she approves, darlings. She said she approved. I called her up myself. I called Nicki myself. I was like, yo, Nicki, this is Nicki. What you think about these nails? And she said, oh my gosh, I love it. She loves that. All right, now, crew, let me know what you think about the Modelones acrylic. I actually really, really love it. Let me know what you guys think about that. What do you think about my Modelones Halloween Nicki Minaj inspired nails? Let me know. I hope you guys love them. And I will see you guys tomorrow.